Good morning to everyone. Today we are here to study chapter 13 of GSC, Force, Work and Energy. Chapter 12 I have already taught and we have discussed the exercise in the class, and also I have sent the PDF of whole exercise in your WhatsApp group. Not only the exercise but the question answer, give reason, everything I have sent it yesterday. I hope all of you have completed it. No? My dear students, complete the copy at proper time, because one day if you go for completing all the work, it will be a burden for you. That's why do the work regularly. Now we will start the next chapter. All of you open the book, take page number 76. Let's start studying about this. Force, work and energy. First of all, we will discuss about the force. What is force? Force is the agency that makes a pull or a push possible. Suppose if I am pulling this table towards myself, this is force. Again pushing it, this is force. So, this is what called force. In simple words, we can say that pull or push is known as the force. Force is the agency which makes this pull or push possible. Force may come from any source. It may come from muscle of a man, either by our hand or an animal, or from a machine. Without using a force, we cannot push or pull any object. Can we do it? No. A force can do many things, like it can change the speed of an object. What can it do? It can change the speed of an object. Further, it can change the direction of an object. It can change the direction of an object. Then, what can it do? It can change the shape of an object. It can change the shape of an object. So, without this force, nothing is possible. We cannot actually see the force, but we can feel its effect. We see the moon orbiting around the earth, objects falling upon the ground. Suppose if I leave this chalk, where it will go? It will come down. It will come down, no? And birds flying. All of this happen because of the force. Clear? Now we will discuss about the types of force. About the types of force. We will discuss about the types of force. Types of the force. In nature, there are two types of force. First one is gravity and second one is friction. Let's discuss in detail about them. Gravity and frictional force or friction. Force of friction. That is called frictional force. So, first of all, we will discuss about the gravity. Let's see what is gravity and what is its effect. Gravity is the force which pulls things to the earth. What is gravity? It is the force which pulls things to the earth. It causes things to fall to the ground. What it does? It causes things to fall to the ground. The earth is like a huge magnet, and what it does, it pulls things towards itself. Suppose if we throw this chalk, it will come down. If we throw a ball or a stone in the air, it will come down. And if we look around the trees, we can find some leaves or flowers on the ground. Why does it happen? Because every object is pulled towards the earth due to the gravity. It shows some force is acting on the ball, stone and on the flower or leaves. This is because the earth pulls the objects towards its center, and that force is known as the gravitational force. Clear? Suppose if the earth had no gravity, what would happen? All of us would be not standing on the earth. We would be floating in the air here and there. And it is the gravitational force that helps us to stand firmly on the ground when we walk or run. Suppose if I am walking, this is because of the gravity I am standing firmly. Otherwise, if I would lift my this leg in the air, it would be lifted in the same way. Clear? Now, about the second force, we will study in detail. This frictional force or friction. Friction is another force that is all around us. Friction occurs whenever two objects are in contact. Suppose if this box and my hand is in contact, between my hand and this box, force of friction is there. For example, push a toy car or ball or any other object on the plane surface. First of all, its speed will be more, and then after that its speed will start decreasing and it will stop after some time. So, how to define this friction? A force which slows down a moving object is called the frictional force. What is it? A force which slows down the moving object is called the frictional force. And this force of friction is less on the smooth surface and it is more on the rough surface. Okay? For example, if we push a box over a rough surface and then push the same box over a smooth surface, what we will see? We will see that it's very easy to push the box over the smooth surface than on the rough surface. Clear? Clear? This was about the force. Now we will discuss about the work. Our chapter name is Force, Work and Energy. Now we will discuss about the work and machines. About this topic, work, and not only work but machines also we will discuss in this topic. Let's discuss. What is work? We do many types of work every day, like we means you students, small children, we can say to you, you play, that's also work, you eat, that's also work, you study, that's also work. So many works every day we do in our life. But not all these activities are called work in science. If we talk in the terms of science, all that work is not regarded as work. Let's see what is definition of work in scientific terms. So, in scientific terms, work is said to be done when a push or pull moves an object through some distance. Suppose if I want to push this ball to that side, and if I am doing it whole day and it is being pushed, so I have done the work. And if it is not pushed that way, it means I have done no work. Even if I am putting my all the efforts whole day, that is not regarded as any work. A horse pulling a cart, a man riding a cycle rickshaw, a porter lifting a load, and a woman drawing water from the well is the examples of the work. We know that force is used for every push or pull, but when we keep pushing a heavy log, what is log? Wooden logs, no? Yes, big heavy logs, and we can say can we say that we have done some work? Whole time pushing it, but nothing is being done over that log, means I have done no work. We may say that we have used force to push the log, but that push could not do any work because it has not produced any movement in the log. So in the scientific term, we have not done any work. Okay. Now we will study about the machines. Simple machines. In olden times, man did all his work through the force of his muscles. But now, the man has made some simple machines to make his work easier. And in this chapter, we will discuss about them in detail. First one is lever. Lever is the simple machine. Lever is the simplest machine. It is a rigid bar that can be turned around a fixed point. Like this, suppose this is the rigid bar, and if it is the fixed point, around this fixed point, this can be turned around. It is used to lift or move heavy objects, heavy weights, cut things, or open the lid of a tin. A stick used to open a tin act as lever. Suppose, I will show you one example. Suppose if this cannot be opened, this box cannot be opened and I want to open it, what to do? If I use a lid to open it, if I use this lid to open it, like this if I open, this is acting as what? This is acting as what? Lever. This is acting as a lever. If I open like this, no? This is acting as what? Lever. Clear? Yes. Scissors, bottle opener, hammer, seesaw. These are the examples of the lever. Clear? Clear to everyone? Now, we will discuss about the pulley. Pulley is also a simple machine. Pulley is also a simple machine. It has a grooved wheel round with a rope or a cable round it. Pulleys let you move objects up and down. When we draw the water from well, we do like this, no? Rope is there and we push like this towards ourselves and water comes up. For example, a pulley helps in putting a bucket down in water and lifting it up with water from the well. A crane you have seen on the roads, no? See, no? Yes, I hope all of you have seen. Crane is used to lift heavy objects and bring them down too. Another simple machine given here is wheel and action. Wheel and axle. Wheel and axle is also a simple machine. Wheel and axle is a simple machine. The axle is the rod that goes through the wheel. This lets the wheel turn. It is easy to move things from place to place with wheels and action. For example, car and roller skaters use wheels and axles. Those who play skating, no, they also use this wheel and axle. Now, inclined plane. Inclined plane is another simple machine which is discussed here. Inclined plane. Inclined plane is the simplest machine. It is flat surface that is higher on the banana, and you can use this machine to move an object to a lower or higher place with a little effort. Inclined plane makes the work of moving things easier. For example, the slide in the playground. In the playground, school playground, you can see the slide, no? When you sit on the upside, slowly you come down. You play upon it. A ladder put against a wall, a sloping roads in the hills. And on the railway platforms also you can see, no? If heavy objects are there and you want to change the platform from one place to the place, simply you keep your bag or heavy suitcases up, it will go down. It happens, no? Yes. This is the example of the incline. Now wedge. Wedge is the another simple machine. And what is the use of this? It is made up of two inclined planes. These planes meet and form a sharp edge, and this edge can cut or break the objects. It is used for cutting or breaking the objects. Example, axe, knife, blade. This is the example of the wedge. Now, electrical devices in the world. Some screws are used to lower and raise things. For what purpose they are used? They are used to lower and raise the things. They are also used to hold objects together. For example, we can find screws on bottle caps, car jacks, etc. So these are used to hold the objects together. One activity is given in the book to show how a screw is actually an inclined plane. I said no, and this screw is also an inclined plane. Let's see how the screw is an inclined plane. What we have to do? We have to cut a right triangle from the paper. What is meaning of right triangle? Means one angle is 90 degree. Like that triangle we have to cut. Use the sketch pen to color the longest edge. The edge, suppose this is the right triangle. Like this for this. This is the longest edge, no? 90 degrees. So this is the longest edge. We have to color with the sketch. Then what we have to do? After that, position the shortest side of a triangle along the side of a pencil, and then evenly wrap the paper. This side we have to position the pencil and then wrap the paper. When we wrap the paper, what can we see? The model of the screw is ready. It means what is screw? Screw is the inclined plane. Now we will discuss about the last topic of the chapter, energy. So what is energy? Energy is the capacity to exert force. Energy is the capacity to exert force. What is energy? Capacity to exert force. If we talk about energy, we can say that energy is the capacity to exert force. To exert force. A strong person or an animal can exert more force than a weak one. So we can say that such a man or animal has more energy than the other. There are two laborers, each of them is drawing a loaded cart of equal weight. But one draws it faster. Why? Because that person has more energy compared to other. Again, a man can lift a heavier stone easily than a child because he has more energy. Clear, no? So it is clear that an agency with more force has more energy too. Means the person who can apply more force is having the more energy. Now types of energy is remaining, that we will discuss in the next class. For the time being, this much is enough. Revise and come. Okay, and complete chapter 12 also. Thank you, class.